Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Ashes to Ashes. So, couple things to mention. I've added a couple more mods. One is Tiny Outliner, another one is a Battle Debris mod. Also, I don't quite remember if we were losing 64 energy credits a month at the end of the last part, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause this and go and check to make sure, because if we weren't losing 64 energy credits at the end of last part, it means I think I forgot to enable a mod. So 1 second. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what the deal is here. I made the save at the end of the last part. We were losing 24 a month, or 28 a month, excuse me. I only have a single mod that should in any way be affecting the economy, and that is my mod to have the maintenance costs for outposts and whatnot from the 1 energy credit, I think it is, or whatever it is, down to 0.5. I don't know. I think that's the straight amount. I think 1 energy credit, so I've dropped it down to half of an energy credit a month per outpost. But yes, for some reason we're losing 64 now. I don't know if maybe for some reason some change got made that's resulted in us being now 1 under our starbase cap. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't feel like pausing again to check and make sure. So yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is here. But for some reason we are losing, loading this save, I'm losing more money than I was when I made the save last week. Or, well, when you guys see this video, actually, it'd be 2 weeks ago, but you get my point. So, yes, I'm not sure at all what the deal is, but for some reason it's a thing, and we'll just have to try and survive losing 64 energy credits a month until we upgrade the Beiruta station and Badukan station up to Star Fortresses, so I can add more trading hubs. But even those shouldn't mystically result in us being perfectly fine. So I'm gonna have to scrap something somewhere. I am actually also gonna. Okay, those were already set to restricted. That's great. We have 31k. Is that enough to deal with you? I think it would be enough to deal with the Ryak system alone. Which I certainly wouldn't complain about being able to deal with. So we'll see. How are you guys doing in terms of military? You are inferior. Well, there is some space between us. You're inferior, but I have a truce with you for now. You're equivalent, so good for you, I guess. We also have unrest on some of these planets, which certainly isn't gonna help us deal with the issues we have. Obviously, game, you should be having a person who's willing to work the tile, working the frickin' tile. I mean, seriously, game, that should have been obvious. Do not put the damn purging, or the pops that we're purging there. They're not going to produce armies. They're just gonna be pissed off at us. Do you not realize how that works, game? That should be a pretty frickin' obvious thing. That you don't put the pops that you're purging as the defenders, because they're gonna do a shit job, because they're not gonna do it. Because you're killing them all. Okay, now I'm losing. Okay, now it's basically returned to what it was before. I don't know why. Suddenly there was a discrepancy loading the save, and then it just fixes itself. But as I was saying, I added some new mods. So one is this, and Tiny Outliner, and the other is a mod that makes it to where debris from battles doesn't disappear instantly. It hangs around for a little bit. The mod only says for a couple of years. It doesn't actually state how long, so a couple of years could be 2, which is what most people would think when they think a couple of years, or it could be something less than that, or more than that. So, yes, I'm not quite sure exactly how long it lasts, but it lasts for longer, so, you know, it just doesn't disappear right away, like it does right now. I am going to say, let's go ahead and build out more. Inactive buildings here. Well, of course I do, game. This is a developing world. Just do those for now. Why'd you stop? Because somebody decided to take your job. Oh. Oh, we took their job. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. You'll be fine, though. What's our unrest, or piracy risk? 6%. I don't know exactly how often it checks to see if you're gonna get pirates. I'm not sure if it's monthly or not.
Construction complete.
Go there, build an outpost. Might as well link these together.
Construction complete.
Okay, game, you kind of froze there for a second. Yeah, you know, just upgrade those all the way. Okay, we're about to get gamma lasers, although we're not actually using lasers. I'm gonna go ahead and just hide all of those at this point.
Construction complete.
Now generally, since it's only a half an energy credit per outpost, these are, generally speaking,
a new technology.
The system should pay for themselves with a little bit of profit. Wow, do I already have a... Okay, I do already have particle lances. The game's saying, hey, you want to go straight for Tachyon? Well, you know, considering it's not that long, and considering my other options for tech, I'm gonna say none of them are particularly great. The choice is better shields, which, I mean, isn't terrible, but what do the other people around me have, if I can see? You got tier 3 shields. We're running around with tier 4. I think we can stand to stick what we have right now. What do you guys have? You have tier 3s from the looks of it. I assume you are on tier 4 or 5. You are on large dark matter deflectors, which I think are tier... let's see, large is 1250. So that's like a tier 6, I guess, essentially. So yeah, no, let's go for Tachyon lances, because why the hell not? Most people around us seem to be behind. Oh, well, you're not. You're at, well, you're way the hell somewhere else. You're over here. Yeah, it's a decent distance away. I don't mind. You can have the same level shields as me. Oh, jeez, my dog is snoring really loud. But yeah, so we'll just go for Tachyon lances. Might as well. There's no particular reason for us to go with something else. Now, obviously, I should be wanting to save up minerals to upgrade more of these trading hubs to star fortresses. I can attach more trading hubs to them. Okay, I'm already got production targets until, okay, next year. The same with that. Okay, we're almost making money again. Yeah, you guys don't have any battleships yet. Oh no, you do. You just can't see it because it's obscured by a cruiser. I should probably go and add the ISBS graphics mod. Just so that these things don't all overlap as much. There's some space. Because considering how close they are, it feels like Napoleonic warfare in space. Yeah, I'm not gonna go right next to you just to make sure I don't piss you off. But generally speaking, I don't mind getting next to them. Just not right now. Somebody I'm able to, or is able to declare war on me. I can't quite tell who. Okay. Let's see. You broke your defensive pact with the Kelazon. Did you find them too weak now? I'm not sure. For whatever reason, though, yes, you have decided that you do not wish to be their friends anymore. Which means you have no friends. It means if I could build up the second fleet all the way and I use both my fleets, I could easily, well, maybe not easily, but I could crush you. The question is whether or not it's actually easy is something I don't know yet. But first, let's focus on trying to get back to making money.
Construction complete.
And then we'll figure out from there.
Complete. Construction complete.
Where are you located? Not in a particularly useful spot to build really any of these. And I sadly can't stack another resource silo. That's sadly a one-time only thing. I would kind of wish I could stack it, because why the hell not? Ships aren't going to be docked at you, generally speaking. I could produce some extra food at you, but that costs then a energy credit. And none of your other buildings are particularly useful, so we'll just kind of leave those be for now, I think. How about you go to the first fleet? And 25. I'll get those guys back up to 25. That should be enough, generally speaking. Let's see. Okay, so the game's not recognizing any idle buildings because of buildings being queued to upgrade.
Construction complete.
Probably upgrade you so that I can build some more anchorages. So I think that's what I'll do. Oh, scientist died on one of our science ships. You're almost halfway to your... you know what, screw it. You should be fine. Just assist research there, because there's really nothing better for you all to do right now. Production targets has expired. Get about another half a year, and capacity overload will expire. You against the Kraskor Union has ended. Status quo, because you can't get to anybody. Because, yeah, well, no, only the Omni Hub have the borders close to you. You, technically speaking, could have tried to go and fight the Covenant. You would have had a hard time doing anything, but technically you could have fought it.
Construction complete.
Of course, if you took any land, you wouldn't be able to really defend it, because that would probably just piss off one of these two, or both of them, and they would have then probably closed their borders to you. And then you really would have been screwed. Oh, okay, so because we've taken over some more owned systems, now we have a higher cap, which gives us, obviously, more money. Which means
construction complete.
I can go ahead. Let's look at you real quick. Sure, go there. And then I can look at you and say, hey, how about you go ahead and build more of your fleet? Which, of course, in reality is only building some more Corvettes, because there's really nothing else I can afford to put with you right now.
Construction complete.
Because we're hurting for influence, so I can't do production targets again. So we just kind of have to sit here and wait. Up, and our Grand Arbiter died. I don't really care for any of you. But given the choice, I think I'll go for this guy, but I can't because I don't have the resources. So we don't get the guy that I was really aiming for, so, well. Was he doing anything particularly important? Yes, he was a scientist. So that decreases the build cost of cruisers, which, I mean, you need another cruiser, but I doubt it decreased it enough. Yeah, no.
Construction complete.
A little while. Go over there, I guess.
Construction complete.
Wonderful. Is 5% really that bad?
Construction complete.
Because I kind of have a hard time believing that. Or is it just that pops on some of these planets finally died? I mean, that would improve happiness on some of those worlds. That gives me influence from factions, which certainly doesn't hurt, because I can stand to gain more. Currently capped at 1. This will get me up to a cap of 2, which should probably result in both of these guys still giving me 1 now rather than 0.5. Yeah, you know what, well, the alien zoo isn't bad. I do think the living state is more important for me. I have an unspent civic point because of that research. Efficient bureaucracy doesn't sound like a terrible idea, because it would give me direct control over 2 systems here, whichever 2 I want. I don't have any issues with governing ethics attraction, namely because, well, you're either our species or you're not our species, and our species will generally be very closely aligned to our governing ethics. With a little bit of military, because, of course. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for efficient bureaucracy. But I don't have the influence to survive doing, or to actually do that, so we'll just wait, I guess. And you know, I'm kicking up to 3
Construction
speed.
complete.
Well, we try to get the money necessary to do this. Good for our governor. Is he capped out? No. Well, you are, not you. But you're stubborn. You're a substance abuser, which means you're not going to live for much longer. Because for whatever reason, apparently governing our sectors results in
Construction complete.
people becoming substance abusers. I don't know why, but it seems to always happen. And it is partly annoying because we are still fleeting. So it doesn't help us either. This will also improve the adjacency bonus, I think. Or does it cap out at +2? No, okay, it does improve it still to +3. You're about halfway there. And yeah, you all will take forever to do anything else. You have a 5% chance.
Construction complete.
Building those couple of extra ships sadly didn't quite do it. Oh, a Yevzorak resource cache. By chance, patrol units recently discovered a hidden deep space resource cache in the Kajubas system, close to our border with the Yevzorak Ravagers. The massive cargo containers of the cache contain spoils from several Yevzorak raids that have been launched centuries ago, or that must have been launched centuries ago. At some point, this cache was forgotten, or perhaps its owners were killed in another raid, or on one of the countless Yevzorak and Internance feuds. In any event, its contents now belong to us. Wonderful, 300 minerals. And energy credits, but I care more for the minerals, if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Construction complete.
But yes, as I was trying to say, sadly building those extra ships didn't bring these guys down to inferior for military, so these guys could still be a potential threat if I fought them. But luckily for me, they don't have any friends, so they are guaranteeing the independence of the Kelazak Republic. Which really just means, as long as I don't declare war on the Kelazak, I don't have to fight these guys. Radicalization over here. Militarist, that's fine with me, game. I don't mind militarist.
Construction complete.
Now, if they were becoming pacifists or something, then I could certainly have some problems. But they're not, so I'm fine with this.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Let's just go ahead and box in the Kelazan. 30 months until Tachyon lances. You don't really need crew quarters anymore, so I'm going to replace that with a resource silo. You don't have the crew quarters, so I am paying a full upkeep cost for the second fleet currently stationed at Vizcaron's Maw. But I'll have to upgrade you to a Star Fortress if I wanted to get the necessary slot. Or I could replace the resource silo.
Construction complete.
Let's go and replace the resource silo, because you'll be there for a while. lack the influence to do that. Sure, let's decrease unrest on these recently conquered worlds. That'll help us gain some extra resources. That world's actually already killed everybody on it. You still have some upset people, but I don't think they'll be there for much longer. 4 years. But this hasn't really been developed, actually. Admittedly, we did bomb it to hell and back pretty much, so I guess that's probably part of the reason as well.
Construction complete.
Damaging the AI has done a crap job. Game, why haven't you sent anybody over here? That's not a particularly great world though anyway. It doesn't have even a good bonus. That's a temporary bonus there. So that's fine. We'll live. Just leave that as is.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
More anchorages. Nobody's gonna be stationed at this place, like, ever, so... Resource silo. Oh, you had to die. Let's just go for you. Actually, you know... It might have been better going for you, because at least then you also have something that's relevant to the physics field at all times, as well. But I don't think I have much left in the field manipulation that I care about. Just to check and make sure. Yeah, no, reactors fall under the particles. Field manipulation is there anything here? Shields. Energy nexus. Power plants, okay. But do we already have the best thing for power plants, or... I'm gonna say no. Yeah, no. Once you've built your anchorages, we should be making money again. I think I might fill these empty tiles with science labs and then turn them all into physics, because this world gives a plus 20% to physics output. Which I think is a nice resource to have. Let's upgrade to you because, hey, it's extra money. And build whatever. Corvettes. Okay, you decided you really want to fill out those Corvettes, apparently.
We have mastered a new technology.
Oh, no. Oh. For whatever reason, dog thought he heard something outside and had to jump up and bark. If anything, he heard a vehicle drive by. I don't care for climate restoration. Don't really care for military academy. Let's go for the decreased edict cost. Why did you suddenly start having problems? Well, because I haven't conquered anybody recently, I guess. I'll have to say boo-hoo, get over it. Come on, guys. I have to get the economy back in order after a war. Especially since these worlds, most of them got bombed quite a lot. And are missing pops that I have to move my guys to regrow because we're fanatic purifiers. If we were a regular empire like somebody else, say pretty much any of these other people, then certainly we wouldn't have any problems with our economy after a war. But because of the way we are, yeah, we have problems with the economy after each war. A little weird to be getting engineering from a black hole. I wouldn't really expect to get that, but whatever you say, game, we'll take it. How many Corvettes? About 46 Corvettes in all. Yeah, it's gonna take forever.
Construction complete.
That'll be fine, game.
Construction complete.
Okay, we've just passed the 30-minute mark. I'll end this once we've researched the Tachyon Lance. Nothing I can really do with the trading
We have
posts.
mastered a new technology.
There's our Tachyon Lance. I do wish, game, that you were giving me better power plants right now, but I'll take what I can get. I don't think you're necessary to go. I think that's only because I just recently researched the Empire Capital Complex, which I think is required for Tier 4 and 5 reactors. Do I need to get anything, though, to equip the Tachyon Lance, or are we fine as we are? We are fine as we stand. Let's see, then, what do I want? I'm not going to be doing really much colonization going forward, outside of maybe this ring world up here at a later date. I don't really care for the proton launchers. I don't need any extra power. I don't have any issues with governing ethics attraction, because if you're not with us, you're dead, basically. So, yeah, we'll go for the better physics lab, and let's go ahead and save, because that'll be it for this part. I'll see you all in the next one, but until then, a goodbye and a farewell.